Hey, welcome to Conscious Casey. I'm Casey. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're talking about consciousness. We're talking about living our best life. Talking about using our mind to create our reality. So today I'm talking about desire and purpose. While desire can also cause suffering, it's also good to know what you want in life. There's many different facets of desire. Desire can be paradoxical. No desire can create a lot of peace in life, but also no desire can also create a lot of suffering as well. So let's talk about desire. What do you want in life? So in order to answer this question, you have to look at your life right now. What is not okay in your life? Are your relationships well? Do you have enough money in abundance to support your day-to-day life and living? Do you have a decent job that isn't driving you into the ground or that isn't toxic, right? Do you have a good job that you don't mind going to on a daily basis, or does that need improvement? What about your romantic relationship? How is that doing? What about your other relationships and communities that you're part of, or maybe you're not part of anything, and that is like a part of life that you lack? These are all parts of a holistic approach to having a good life. We have connection, we have all our basic needs met, and we have purpose for our life. And purpose can change, but it's good to hone in on what kind of purpose you are living. Because if you're rudderless, if you're just existing in life, it can be very dull. It can cause a lot of suffering. It can cause depression and anxiety because you really don't have anywhere you're going. You're just floating around in space. And that can be okay if you're aware of it and you choose that. But if you're not choosing to do that and you want to feel alive in life, then it's best to get a purpose. All right, so let's talk about desire. So I mentioned relationships. This can be romantic and social. I suppose it can be like acquaintances as well. If I knew how to spell it, I would, but I don't, so that's good enough. And then we'll say business partners or something like that. Business relationships as well. And then we'll talk about finance. How much money do you want in life? Is 2K a month enough? 2K? Is 10K a month? Is that sufficient for all your needs and what you want to do in life? Is 100K per month enough to power your jets or whatever you want in your life? These are things to think about. Health. What good's any of these other things if we don't have health? Mind, body, soul. Health in all three of those aspects. How healthy is our mind and emotions? How healthy is our body? And then we have to have a connection with something greater than us. Something put us here, something created us, something designed us, whatever that is. The universe, God, spirit, nature, whatever it is. A healthy connection to that is always helpful. So we got relationships, finance, health. We got connection, we have enough abundance, and we have our health. This really enables us to live a full and satisfying life. So let's talk about purpose. What is your purpose? I would say our purpose is to have an acceptable level of acceptability in these three areas: relationship, finance, and health. These three things, they make up our purpose, okay? Right? You find a lot of purpose in giving and serving. And another thing down here would be gratitude. So gratitude gets us out of being stuck as well. If this is one of your areas where you kind of lack this relationship area and you have decent finance and health, in order to get unstuck, we have to show some gratitude. Around the relationships area, that's a whole topic that we could dive into. Same with finance and business and careers and creating your own path there. Same with health. Health from a nutrition standpoint, an exercise standpoint, just taking care of ourselves with self-care whole nother area of work to be done. So if you don't have anything going on and you don't have a purpose, be working on these things. Thank you. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you in the next video.